Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Muscling ahead on third and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this.
Touchdown, Green Wave! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tulane!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Makes the grab. It's Cooks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Death Valley has a well-earned up of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
and have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. On the move, it's Lindsey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It'll be third and long. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. You got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Card in the backfield. It's Webb. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Tulane working with a fresh set of downs as we open this second quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Immediately fires to the middle. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Tulane looking for the fourth down conversion here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Tosses it incomplete.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
On the option. The pitch. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, It's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, let him go get yards.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air. It's Carr. Finds his man. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride, and that's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Lewis. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Snagged out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to pass, it's Carr. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab deep. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Power football with the run. Plows through the defense. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown LSU!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds a tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. It'll be a draw. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Carr. Takes the easy completion. Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Tiger. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quick handoff. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for space. It's Lindsey. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Carr. He's got his man. There he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Got it in the middle. It's Rice. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Rice. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Time to take a shot. It's caught.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Shelton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Tulane right back to the line. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Caught on the outside. It's Shelton. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry. This quarterback and receiver do. You saw it on that one.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Pocket breaking down. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
they'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. And some room to work. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Speed is something that you simply can't coach, and this defense has it in bunches. You saw it that time on the option play. 3rd and long, they're trying to get it to the pitch man to see if he can outflank the defense. No can do. He gets a couple of yards, but not before the defense is able to rally to him and get him down. Now setting up 4th.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Hester. Got the 1st down and more. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! They pushed